Alright, and the video transmission should be live. And, alright. There's a 30-second delay. Hopefully this is working. I sincerely hope it is. Stream info. Am I live? Gotta open up Google Chrome to see. We are on a delay now, Bob Bobson, as is required for the tournament. Oh, I have to join. Streaming data. Ban modes. Okay. You're at Gankins. Okay, I'm spectator now. Excellent. So if I just go like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, looks like the delay is working. Okay, and the duration is now working properly. Alright, a little bit of the heart attack, getting all set up. Let me make sure the game activity overlay is off. Let's go Xerxes. We got a Xerxes fan. Very nice. Postman Prostman Pat. Cheering for Xerxes. We'll get into the draft soon. Oh man. So how's everyone doing tonight? As mentioned earlier, there is a 30-second stream delay in accordance with NGS protocol. Xerxes, by the way, will be on the Business Buddies in this game. I believe also they'll be on the left side, the Business Buddies, for the next game as well. Peels on Peels. Is another hero in the league. So we have Wildcard, Mr. Papercut, Krizo, All-In Boss, Xerxes 89, Leroy Gankins. No, sorry, Xerxes 89 versus Leroy Gankins, Blastician, Corix, the Captain, and Silverbell. We will be starting the game in less than a minute. Both sides are now ready. We'll be playing on Battlefield of Eternity. I guess I should actually overview. Battlefield of Eternity is the first game.
Battlefield of Eternity.
Now the draft begins. Hoping to see at least 4 victories tonight. Thanks, Suit Minion. There will definitely be 4 victories, but for who is the question. Blue team banning. So Battlefield of Eternity, we're probably going to see Hogger ban, I imagine. I imagine and then another ban that's good for a race. Probably 1 ban for a race for each team, at least. This is not a map to show off any Medivh skills, but I mean, I guess if you can win with Medivh on this map. Diablo is also good, there's a lot of walls. And now the red team is going to ban Gazlo. With at level 1 you can get extra reduced scrap cooldown on auto hits when you attack a monster, and so that helps a lot with race because you can put down a lot of turrets to melt the immortal. And Gazlo is also just a good ban in general. Diva ban, she's really strong right now. And these teams are prioritizing the bruisers as opposed to any race. So they're looking at it more from the perspective of team fights are going to win us the game. Okay, there's the Hogger ban. Hogger can just bounce between wall and wall, hitting the immortal. First pick, Li Ming. Li Ming's great for the team fight. Li Ming's also great for the race with the level 4 talent on the Arcane Orb. That will reduce the cooldown when hit, I believe, at a large distance. Oh,
The wait is over.
Cassia plus Anduin. Anduin's a bit interesting. That must be a comfort pick for one of the players. Cassia is great, not necessarily for the immortal race, but just for the team fighting. She doesn't do poorly in the race, but she's not picked for the race. Again, Battlefield of Eternity, for those that don't know, is you have the 2 immortals, and you have to kill the opponent's immortal while defending yours. Alright, Raynor with the Exterminator at 1 is great for race, and EGC is just good. Is a good solid pick. They're hopefully going to be stunning the Cassia, and that will stop her from getting her armor for when she moves. Brightwing ban. The blue team has not chosen their healer yet. Great Wing's a solid ban. And Joanna, the tank ban. She can blind the Rainer, which is annoying, and Joanna's just a solid tank. Bob Opson, we'll see who's gonna win.
Our world is worth
Well, we'll
fighting
see
for.
who wins at the end of the game, obviously, but
Time has come.
we'll can make a better guess once the draft is done. May and Artanis. May has a blind similar to Joanna, so looking to take out that Rainer from the fight. And Artanis is amateur opponent, which will help with the race. The Artanis swap will also bring back Li Ming or Rainer. And Leoric is more team fights. They have the 2 damage to race, and then they're hoping to fight. Phoenix. Okay. Swap round. Looks like no members are gonna swap. Okay. That's fair. So it's looking like the red team is going to try to take as many fights as possible, and the blue team is just going to try to race. Leoric versus Artanis top. I believe that favors the Leoric, especially because Artanis is probably going to go amateur opponent. Hey, Moist Weenus, thanks for letting me cast. Thanks to you and everyone at NGS. If anyone wants to support NGS, you can go to their Patreon, which I will link. Well, yeah, I gotta link it in game. Yeah, Soup is not a big fan of Lucio. Where was it? It was in casters.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Okay, on the left side we have Wildcard on ETC, Kriza on Lucio, Xerxes on All-in Boss on Leoric,
Made your peace.
Xerxes on Li Ming, and Mr. Papercut on Rainer. And on the right side, we have Blastician on Anduin, Korix on Artanis, the Captain on Cassia, Silverbell on May, and Leroy Gankins on Phoenix.
Let the battle begin.
But I would highly recommend everyone check out the Nexus Gaming Series website for the Discord join, as well as the Patreon info should be on the website, I believe. Setting up a gank top lane. There's going to be some wave clearing. Leroy Gankins with a bit of a flank on the Rainer. ETC is going to power slide in. Anduin uses the Leap of Faith, perhaps a bit prematurely, but Phoenix does live. We'll probably see the blue team, I imagine, be aggressive onto the Merc camp when it spawns. And now we're just gonna see some wave clearing from both sides. Oh, that is a power slide onto Leroy Gankings when that Li Ming is going to secure the kill. Leroy Gankings with the aggressive positioning. Alright, yeah, so it's gonna be the blue team, already forgot what I named them. The business buddies taking the camp. Alright, so now they will have siege pushing in. Red team does not have a lot of wave clear. It is mostly just the Phoenix queue, the plasma cutter. And now they are going to clear the way, but Lyra Gankins is taking some damage. Business Buddies going to secure their bruisers now. I believe the Immortals will be spawning soon. Yep, Working Warriors go to get their own bruiser. Be interesting to see if the Business Buddies wait a bit. No, they're just going to secure it now. Alright, and in XP, it's mostly coming from the heroes and the mercs. That's the biggest advantage. It's about 1,000 XP lead for the Business Buddies. Level 1 talents, we see the Thunderstroke coming out from Cassia. And blue team is going to try to race the amateur opponent for the Artanis. And we see already that the blue team has gotten the red immortal down to half already. Alright, aggressive positioning from the immortals, so that is going to benefit the blue team, who have not only the better race, but the lead in race now. Red team is going to try to defend, but Cassie's going to do what she can to get rid of the blue immortal, but it's going to be hard. We see the triumvirate from Li Ming, as expected. And the Immortals are going to go to the blue team. Immortals going bot. 6.5 to 5. Some light harass going on to the Mei. She's going to use her Blizzard to clear. And the soul laners are going top as expected. They're going to get a wall off this. They will be able to get some damage on the keep. Alright, ETC is going to push Mei out. Is a power slide going to come out from the ETC? And yeah, keep 4 at half health. Triumvirate is gonna proc on 2 of them. They get the full fort. Some damage again going on to the Mei. She's just using her Blizzard to wave clear, but it's not that great of a wave clear option. Gotta do what you can with what you got though. Red team gonna make a play for the bottom mercs. Blue team is going to go. They have the flank going onto the Anduin. Lucio's going to push the Cassia back into his team. Meanwhile, Phoenix has to kill on Li Ming. Power Slide plus Phase Melt is going to get the kill with Raynor. And now the Blizzard is going to hit the ETC. It looks like it'll just be the 1-for-1. Now it's like coming out that ahead, but blue team does have better positioning if they want to take the Merc camp, which they do. Artanis getting some soak top. We'll be able to take Merc camps more efficiently with the amateur opponent. We see Anduin prioritizing the Divine Star just for that group AoE heals, acting almost like a Brightwing in that regard. Right now, it's as if Artanis needs to get a swap off. So we'll be seeing if he can. It's easier said than done, of course. Especially with a hypermobile background like Li Ming. Raynor is a bit more of a standstill target, but obviously, again, not that fast. Or, yeah. Not that easy to land a swap. And blue team's going to get another bonus race. They already got it down to 75% health on the Immortal. Now at half health. Anduin's going to Leap of Faith the Mei out. And Phoenix teleports out. Some rats going on to Mei. Artanis joins the fight now. Level 10s will be gone for the blue team during this fight. Red team is going to defend for now. Triumvirate proccing a lot from the Li Ming, gets a kill on Mei. A lot of Arcane Orbs coming out. Artanis goes down. Entomb from Leoric. He's going on to the Phoenix. Decides to just let the Phoenix go. I doubt he could have gotten the kill. And Immortal with almost full health. Yeah, All-In Bus is doing some great job on the zoning. Oh, ETC with the stage dive. So I guess with the Artanis swap and maybe the Valkyrie, ETC prioritizes stage dive over the mosh pit. We'll see if it works out for them. Maybe that's just a personal choice that Wildcard likes. And we see that ETC is just zoning the red team off of the Immortals. They can't put any damage out onto it. There's the problem with having not much race, is that when you're defending, you also can't defend too much against the Immortal. Now ETC is going to try to power slide out, was avalanched into the fight, is going to go down. That was Cassio, Valkyrie, Mei Avalanche, and Artanis Suppression Pulse down. Hey Prebsy, thanks for stopping by. Looks like Immortal is going to put the keep at maybe 75% health.
Thus ends my assault on hell. I must rest for a time.
Alright, Leoric is going to get the bottom camp when it spawns. Blue team was hoping to get the top camp when it spawned. And now it looks as though red team is going to try to get the bruisers now. They will be successful barring a blue team invade attempt. Blue team setting up for a gank on the Artanis. They decide not to go in. They're going to let the siege go. We see that blue team isn't mirroring the movements of the red team right now. So usually teams will save the bruiser camp for when the objective is about to spawn to force the enemy team into making the choice of, do we defend against the bruiser camp or do we race with the Immortal? You see just scouting. Red team is opting in for more of a take what we can when we can approach. Maneuvering S5. No one wants to get caught out. And there's not much else on the map. Blue team moving to their bruisers. The business buddies moving to their bruisers. They will take it, and now we'll see what the red team decides to do. They could clear it as 5. A little bit of a spray coming out from Mr. Papercut. Big power slide onto 2. Avalanche gets the Rainer, the Leoric, and the Lucio. Big avalanche. Stage dive comes out. Lucio goes down. Lucio and the Rainer go down. You can say. Oh man. ETC goes down. And just like that, with the team fight 1, red team will now be able to take the Immortal. Should it be relatively easily. Although they're taking a bit. Their main race, Artanis, is not there right now. Because they have to clear out the bruiser camp. Leoric's pushing top. No one's going to go deal with him. Now red team's working warrior setting up to attack the blue Immortal. Blue team has to defend now. The slide coming out from Mei. In terms of heroics, all the blue team's heroics are up. Red teams are up in 23 seconds. Oh, big swap onto the Rainer. Chorix with the play. Stage dive comes out from ETC, distracting them from going further onto the Rainer. Avalanche comes out. Doesn't hit. Light bomb onto the Artanis. And now May's getting very low. Is going to get healed up by the Anduin. Artanis hitting the Lyric. And Mr. Prey, because the Rainer is just trying to put in as much damage as possible. EDC gets a power slide onto the Cassia, kills her with the help of the Li Ming. Now, even though they had race advantage, they got a EDC onto the Phoenix. And that is Blue Immortal. That is Blue Immortal in favor of the business buddies. Looks like they will do a 5-person push.
There is no place where evil can hide from my gaze. I shall march for Hell's gates.
Now, the business buddies should be able to take probably the keep. I don't think they'll be able to end unless they get a good engage off. And Tomb comes out from the Lyric. Does not connect. The Working Warriors avoiding a grisly fate. May trying to set up for the Avalanche. Gets the ETC. Pops the Cryo Freeze. Is going to live? No, dies to the Triumvirate Arcane Orb. And Lucio getting the dash off onto the Artanis is going to kill him. No front line left for the Working Warriors. They are going to lose their core. Well played by the blue team. They had some sick plays. And it worked out for them. GG. Not it? There we go. So if we just look at stats, it looks like Li Ming Rainer, they did a lot of hero damage. Bump that out. And I do want to point out Li Ming went full Arcane Orb build with Glass Cannon, so that really does help with the damage. Sorry, Suminin, but Lucio is pretty darn good sometimes. A lot of the time. Alright, we will... Lucio. Oh. Now we will be playing Infernal Shrines for game 2. Let's see, other than that. Yeah, May had to go really far in with the icing, followed by to try to get the avalanche off, and it worked out in one fight, but after that, it was a bit of a risky play, but the payoff would have been immense, so can't blame her for that. Syllabel with some pretty sick plays. Oh. Overview. Alright, Infernal Shrines is the next map. So we will be seeing a bit of a different strategy in place. there will be... There's perhaps more of an emphasis on team fights in Infernal Shrines. Oh, it is, huh? Oh, okay, I was starting it again. Now we go to Infernal Shrines. Interesting to see what the picks and bans are. I assume because they banned Gazlo and Diva in the first game, they will keep the ban. Diablo might switch out, and if they're respecting the Hogger, they will probably keep respecting the Hogger. ETC, yeah, Wildcard played a pretty disgustingly good ETC in the last game. I doubt we'll see the Li Ming again, especially not with Orb build. Yeah, Diva coming out. I think it was the Working Warriors that banned the Gazlo last game, so I'm expecting another Gazlo. Yeah, there we go. Now, blue team, I don't think they're gonna... Well, this is actually a good Diablo map. Maybe since they're afraid of the Diablo in Battlefield of Eternity, they'll be afraid of the Diablo in Infernal Shrines. Joanna. Okay, so probably... Oh, well, Joanna's great on the map, so they don't want the Working Warriors to have too much clear on the shrines. Now we will see what the Working Warriors choose.